Hi, hello, this is Giri, teaching 10th Mathematics, the chapter Statistics. Here is the annual academic calendar 2020 and 21, and this is the third week, part 4 video. In this video, we will learn the questions and solutions from exercise 14.1. Dear children, here is exercise 14.1 and this is question number 3. You see children, the mean of the following data is 18, then find the missing frequency f. I shall repeat. The mean of the following data is 18 and find the missing frequency value f. Here we have given the pocket allowance and the number of children. Here the classes are the pocket allowances of the children. You see, the pocket allowance that lies between 11 rupees to 13 rupees per day, and the number of children in this pocket allowance is 7, and the pocket allowance between 13 rupees to 15 rupees, the number of children is 6. The pocket allowance between 15 rupees to 17 rupees, the number of children is 9. And the pocket allowance in between 17 rupees to 19 rupees, the number of children is 13. The pocket allowance in between 19 rupees to 21 rupees, number of children f. And in between 21 rupees to 23 rupees, the number of children 5. And the pocket allowance spent in between 23 rupees to 25 rupees, the number of children 4. Here you can consider the pocket allowances as classes, and the number of children in each these range may be taken as frequency. If you observe the class 19 to 21, the number of children that spent between 19 rupees to 21 rupees is f, and we have to find the value of this f. In order to find this value of f, we have given that the mean of this data is 18. We know that there are three types of measures of central tendencies. First is arithmetic mean, second is median, and the third is mode. And again, in order to find out the arithmetic mean, you can use any of the three processes. The first process is direct method, second is deviation method, and the third is step deviation method. Now, as you can observe that the classes are small values and the frequencies are also small values, so that you can opt for direct method. You see, let us use the direct method and let us find the value of f. Here, in order to find out the arithmetic mean, first of all, let us consider the pocket allowances as classes. Therefore, the classes are 11 13, 13 15, 15 17, 17 19, 19 21, 21 23, and 23 25. And the number of children may be treated as frequencies. Frequencies are 7, 6, 9, 13, f, 5, and 4. These are the frequencies. Do you know what is meant by frequency? Frequency is nothing but the number of scores that lie in the class is nothing but the frequency. The number of scores that lie between the lower and upper boundaries is called as frequency. Therefore, these are the frequencies. Once you write the frequencies, then just add the sum of the frequencies, sigma f, means sum of the frequencies. You add all these frequencies excluding f. If you add 7 plus 6 is 13, 13 plus 9 22, plus 13 35, plus 5 40, 40 plus 4 44, plus f, this is sigma fi, some of the frequencies. The next column is for class mark. The class mark is to be used only in finding the arithmetic mean. In whatever the procedure you adapt, in order to find out the arithmetic mean, the third column must be for class mark. Now, in order to find out the class mark of any class, you have to find the average of lower and upper bound of the particular class. For example, if you are asked to find the class mark of 11 to 13 class, then you have to sum up these two values. 11 plus 13 is 24. 24 divided by 2 is 12. This is the class mark of this class. Similarly, the class mark of 13 to 15 class is 13 plus 15 is 28. 28 divided by 2 is 14. The class mark of 15 to 17 class is 15 plus 17 is 32.
32 divided by 2 is 16. The class mark of 17 to 19 is 17 plus 19 is 36. 36 divided by 2 is 18. And 19 plus 21 is 40. 40 divided by 2 is 20. 21 plus 23 is 44. Divided by 2 is 22. 23 plus 25, if you sum up, you will get 48, and half of 48 is 24. Like this, you can get class mark. Otherwise, I already explained you how to find the class mark in a simple method. After writing the class mark of the first class, you verify what is the height of the class, or you verify what is the difference between any two successive lower boundaries or any two successive upper boundaries. Any two successive upper boundaries difference is always 2, and any two successive lower boundaries is also 2. Therefore, you add 2 to the class mark of the first class. If you add 2 to 12, you will get 12 plus 2 is 14. 14 plus 2 is 16. 16 plus 2 is 18. 18 plus 2 is 20. 20 plus 2 is 22. 22 plus 2 is 24. This method can also be adapted to find the class mark of this type of distribution. You see, the frequencies will be treated as Fi, and the class mark can be treated as Xi. Now I have to find out Fi into Xi, the product of frequency and class mark. You see, for the frequency 7, the corresponding class mark is 12. You have to multiply them. Let us find the product of 7 and 12. 7 12 is 84. Okay, similarly, dear children, 6 into 14 is also 84. 9 into 16, 9 16s are 144. 13 into 18, 13 18s are 234. F into 20, 20F. 5 into 22, 110. 4 into 24, 96. Understood? After finding the product of all these Fi Xi's, now you have to sum up. You have to add all these sigma Fi Xi's. While adding, you left this 20F and you add the remaining values. If you add 84, 84, 144, 234, 110 and 96, you will get 752. This plus 20F. Therefore, sigma Fi Xi is 752 plus 20F, and sigma Fi is 44 plus F. Isn't it? Now, let us write the formula to find the arithmetic mean. The formula to find arithmetic mean in direct method is sigma Fi Xi divided by sigma Fi. Am is equal to sigma Fi Xi divided by sigma Fi. This is the formula to find arithmetic mean in direct method. Understood? Now, what is the value of sigma Fi Xi? Sigma Fi Xi is 752 plus 20F. 752 plus 20F. And what is sigma Fi? Sigma Fi is 44 plus F. These are the values. Now, let us divide sigma Fi Xi with sigma Fi in order to find out arithmetic mean. Am is equal to sigma Fi Xi divided by sigma Fi. From the question, we know that the mean of the data is 18. Arithmetic mean of the total data is 18. Therefore, Am is equal to 18 is equal to sigma Fi Xi. The value of sigma Fi Xi is 752 plus 20F divided by sigma Fi. Sigma Fi is 44 plus F. Here, this 44 plus F may divide 752 plus 20F. If you take it to LHS, you should multiply. This 44 plus F is to be multiplied with 18. 18 into 44, 792 plus 18 into F, 18F is equal to 752 plus 20F. Bring all F terms to LHS and bring all constant terms to RHS. 18F, this is plus 18F, and this plus 20F other side minus 20F. Plus 18F minus 20F is minus 2F is equal to 752 minus 792, which is equal to minus 40. Therefore, F is equal to minus 40 divided by minus 2. If you multiply minus with minus, or if you divide minus with minus, you will get positive sign. And 2 in 40, 20 times. Therefore, the value of the missing frequency f is equal to 20. Understood? The value of the missing frequency f is equal to 20. By this, we solve the question number 3. Now let us solve question number 4. Here is the question number 4. Find the mean of the following data of number of heartbeats and the number of women. I shall repeat. Find the mean of the following data of number of heartbeats and the number of women. You see, look at the table. Number of heartbeats 65 to 68. Number of women is equal to 2. And the number of heartbeats between 68 to 71, number of women is equal to 4. Number of heartbeats between 71 to 74, the number of women is 3. The number of heartbeats between 74 to 77, number of women is 8. Number of heartbeats between 77 to 80, number of women is 7. Number of heartbeats between 80 to 83, number of women is equal to 4. And the number of heartbeats between 83 to 86, number of women is equal to 2. This is the table given for us. These number of heartbeats can be taken as classes, and the number of women can be taken as frequencies. Now you have to find the mean of this given data. Understood? Again, there are 3 procedures, as you know. The first method to find the arithmetic mean is direct method, and the second is deviation method, and the third is step deviation method. We already learned how to find the arithmetic mean in direct method, and also question number 2 we solved in step deviation method. Now we will solve question number 4 using deviation method. That is the second type of the method. Okay, you see here the classes. Number of heartbeats can be considered as classes. The classes are 65 to 68, 68 to 71, 71 to 74, 74 to 77, 77 to 80, and 80 to 83, and 83 to 86. These are the classes. And the frequencies, the number of women in those classes can be considered as frequencies. Therefore the frequencies are 2, 4, 3, 8, 7, 4 and 2. While writing all frequencies, you sum up the frequencies. Sigma Fi. Sigma Fi means you add all these frequencies. 2 plus 4 is 6, 6 plus 3 is 9, 9 plus 8 is 17, plus 7 is 24, plus 4 is 28, plus 2 is 30. Sigma Fi, sum of the frequencies, is equal to 30. As we know that the third column while finding arithmetic mean is class mark only. Therefore, let us write the class mark. Class mark is nothing but the average of lower and upper boundaries. You add these two lower and upper boundaries, 65 plus 68. Dear children, what is 65 plus 68? Yes, 133. And what is half of 133? 133 divided by 2 is 66.5. Understood? Similarly, the class mark of the next class means you add 68 with 71. What is 68 plus 71? 139. What is half of 139? 69.5. Next, if you observe all these lower boundaries, the difference between any two successive lower boundaries is always 3. And again, the difference between any two successive upper boundaries is also 3. Therefore, you add 3 to the class mark of the previous class so that you will get the class mark of the next class. Just by adding 3, you may get all these class marks. You observe 66.5 plus 3 is 69.5. 69.5 plus 3, 72.5. 72.5 plus 3, 75.5. 75.5 plus 3, 78.5. 78.5 plus 3, 81.5. 81.5 plus 3 is 84.5. Like this also you can write the class marks. Now, after writing the class marks, if you observe the class marks are in decimals, decimal numbers. If you go for the direct method, then you have to find the product of frequency and class mark. Since the class marks are in decimal numbers, while finding the product you will get decimal numbers as their product. By adding also you will get a decimal number. Therefore, it will be difficult while adding and finding product, and finally division will be difficult if the class marks are in decimal numbers. In such a case, the deviation method or step deviation method will be more useful. Therefore, let us apply deviation method now. Whenever you go for a deviation method, you consider any of the class mark as A. A means assumed mean. A stands for assumed mean. Out of any of the class mark, you can consider any class mark as A. You can take the first class mark also as A, or you can take the last class mark also as A, or you can take any of these class marks as A. Whatever the class mark you take it as A, you will get the same answer in all the cases. You can verify also. Okay, anyhow, generally we will consider the middle class mark as A. In almost all the cases, generally we consider the middle class mark as A. Understood? Now the next column is for DI. D stands for deviation. D is equal to, or DI is equal to xi minus A. A is common. Now in order to find the deviation for this class, deviation is nothing but xi minus A. For this class, the mid value is, or class mark is 75.5, and A is also 75.5, or xi is 75.5 and A is also 75.5. Therefore the difference is 0. But whereas if you come to this class, here xi is 78.5 and A is 75.5. Therefore what is 78.5 minus 75.5? 3. Similarly, 81.5 minus 75.5 is 6. 84.5 minus 75.5 is 9. If we come up to this class, xi is 72.5 and A is 75.5. Therefore, xi minus A, that is 72.5 minus 75.5 is minus 3. 69.5 minus 75.5 is minus 6. 66.5 minus 75.5 is minus 9. These are the deviations, di. After writing deviations, the next column is for fi into di, frequency into deviation. In direct method, you multiply frequency with class mark, but in deviation method, you multiply the frequency with the deviation. Understood? Now 2 into minus 9 minus 18, 4 into minus 6 minus 24, 3 into minus 3 minus 9, 8 into 0 is 8, 7 into 3, 7 3s plus 21, 4 into 6, 4 6s are 24 and 2 9s are 18. I wrote the positive values at first and negative values separately in a row. Understood? Now if you add up 21, 24 and 18 all the positive values, you will get 45 plus 18 is 63 plus 63, and this is minus 51 plus 63 minus 51 is plus 12. Therefore, sigma fi di value is plus 12 and sigma fi value is 30 and assumed mean value is 75.5. Now let us write the formula to find arithmetic mean using deviation method. As we are adopted the deviation method, you write the formula for deviation method. Am is equal to A plus sigma fi di divided by sigma fi. This is the formula to find arithmetic mean using deviation method. Here A value is 75.5, sigma fi value is 30 and sigma fi di value is 12. You substitute these values now. Am is equal to A plus sigma fi di plus sigma fi. A value 75.5 plus sigma fi di is 12 divided by sigma fi is 30. You can divide 3 both in 12 and 30. 3 in 12 4 times and 3 in 30 10 times. Therefore, this is 75.5 plus 4 divided by 10. What is 4 by 10? 0.4. 75.5 plus 0.4 is 75.9. Therefore, the arithmetic mean of the given data is equal to 75.9. So that we understood all the three models of the arithmetic mean. The first method is direct method, and the second is deviation method, and the third is step deviation method. Now, while solving any of the problems, you can use any of the three methods which is appropriate, which is simple, you can adopt. All the video links of Introduction to Statistics and the questions and solutions from exercise 14.1 are given in the description. You can click them and you can revise them whenever necessary. Thank you. Thank you, Ananda.